Jimmy Butler informs T-Wolves that he wants to be traded to the Miami Heat. After requesting a trade away from the Minnesota Timberwolves last week, Jimmy Butler is believed to have provided the team with 3 preferred destinations. ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reported that they were the Brooklyn Nets, Los Angeles Clippers and New York Knicks. But it now appears that Butler has put a new team at the top of his list. According to Mark Stein of the New York Times, the 29-year-old has informed the T-Wolves that he wants to be traded to the Miami Heat. The Heat have been aggressive in their pursuit of the shooting guard this week and will be encouraged by the mutual interest. This news will surely make them step up their efforts, and Wojnarowski reports that they're already the most engaged team with the Timberwolves regarding a deal for Butler. The presence of close friend Dwayne Wade in Miami is surely a huge reason for the 4-time All-Star's desire to take his talents to South Beach. In his report, however, Stein doesn't mention if the veteran would be willing to sign a long-term deal to stay with the Florida-based outfit when his contract expires in the summer. Either way, it's not a foregone conclusion that he will end up in Miami, as Minnesota are only inclined to do the best deal for themselves and not simply give the player what he wants. WOJ also claims that the Houston Rockets are looking to get involved but would have to get creative in order to do so. That could potentially mean bringing a third team into the mix, and he reported that the Phoenix Suns may be willing to get involved as they're in search of a starting point guard. Names such as Jeff Teague, Goran Dragic and Tyus Jones have been mentioned as players that are of interest to the Suns. The T-Wolves certainly would have hoped to have a deal in place by now, as they're already days into their training camp and have allowed Butler to skip it. Head coach Tom Thibodeau is believed to have spoken with the All-NBA swingman earlier in the week in an attempt to convince him to return, but that was immediately rebuffed. Butler then sought out owner Glenn Taylor to get reassurances that the franchise was actively looking to grant him his trade. He's clearly at the point of no return in Minneapolis, and it would be in the best interests of all parties to find a deal as soon as possible. Jimmy Butler informs T-Wolves that he wants to be traded to the Miami Heat. After requesting a trade away from the Minnesota